G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Welcome to this episode where we're going to take a look at a little feature of Teams that I really enjoy using, and it does save me a lot of headaches and time. And we're using Microsoft Teams meetings more and more, obviously, given the current state of where everyone's at, working from home, remote working, and that type of thing. Now, we're running a lot of meetings inside of Teams, so being able to utilize the features of Teams to be able to track conversations and documents and collaborate and share and all that type of thing while you're in meetings is a fantastic feature. Now, what about when the meeting's over and you need to get back and you want to have a look at that conversation thread, or maybe you've shared a document during the meeting and we need to get back to that document. So we're obviously out of the inbox. We haven't got that as attachments and that type of thing. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about and how we can get back to that content. So you can see here that I am in a meeting currently, and I'm just going to finish off this meeting here. I'm logged in as actually 3 people. So I've got Megan, I've got Alex, and I've also got Nesta in here. Now I'm just going to respond here to that conversation, and I'm just going to give Alex a thumbs up there. Now, what we're going to do now as the meeting organizer is that I'm going to now end this meeting. All right, so I'm going to end the meeting and everyone has now left the meeting. Now, what about tomorrow when I come back and I want to, as Alex, let's say, so let's bring Alex's window over here. Let's say I want to go back to that meeting now. I'm working and I remember that there was a document that we were talking about in that meeting. How do we get back to that document nice and easy? So what we can do is there's a couple of different ways. So if I'm in the chat window here, I can see that I've got the option here to get to the conversations and everything that went on in that meeting via here. So I've got the chat interface, I've got files, because that document that I shared during that meeting also now is uploaded into this section here, and I can do that and I can access it from the chat. The other way I can do it is going through the calendar, right? So if I've got the calendar open here, I can actually open this meeting now, but I've also got access to the chat and the files from the calendar, all right? So I can go to chat, I can then continue on that chat if I wanted to as well, and people that were involved in that meeting will also, we can continue on that conversation after the meeting also. And if I jump into files, I've got access to the files from there. Okay, so a really, really quick and good way to be able to either continue on with the conversations from that meeting after it's finished, get back to the conversations that was happening during that meeting, but also any content that was shared during that meeting, we can get access to those files from there as well. Quick little tip for you. I find that really, really useful to be able to get back to that meeting conversation and also the files that were used during that meeting or shared. Hope that brings you some value and you can start to use that in your Teams meetings. Great way to get back to that content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.